those areas so they can tackle these academic milestones and then move forward. Big ups to them. Big ups to you. And thank you for listening to the Bitch Podcast hosted by your man, HRap. And the big ups to HRap portion of the show. It rarely comes up. I'm going to throw it in there today, though. I'm going to throw in the big ups to HRap B. The reason I'm saying that is because this story has bearing on my life. I have set up a meeting today in Chicago, Illinois. I don't want to divulge everything, but if this thing goes through for your boy, I'm gonna be doing the next end of the bench from Aruba now. But this was something. This shows you how if you have a positive mind, a clear mind, and moving in the right direction, you will be able to push something. You know, the universe will comprise and work for your success as you work towards your success. What I mean by this, R.J. Hampton, a former big-time athlete, he's a big-time athlete out of the state of Texas in the game of basketball. He said, man, I ain't going to no college because I don't want to play. My goal is to be a basketball player. So he went overseas. R.J. just signed a shoe deal with this Asian shoe company, the same one that got Shaq, the same one that got the D-Wade, the same one that's going so how your boy rap. Luckily, it was a little prayer, but the same one. And he signed a shoe deal, and he over there making professional football money, and basketball money, and he signed a shoe deal. See, the thing is, this is what I've been saying since the people have speaking on me in the last almost 3.5 years now. I've been doing my show. It'll be 4 years on the 15th of December. 2019. But I'm gonna have butt naked strippers and everything. So come on in Chicago, get your strip on. You know, get your just call me the Water Man because I'm gonna make it rain. No, but on the serious side, R.J. Hampton, man, big ups to this young brother because he's maximizing his ability to earn. Because guess what? The last time I checked, big time universities or HBCUs, I prefer, don't close. So he has an opportunity today, tomorrow, or any other time to make money. But Cuzzo, we have new cousins, Joe from Houston and HRap. He better know we was family. You wasn't even at the reunion. We was at the reunion. We got t-shirts and everything, low key. Get up out of here. You late to the party. We been in your family. Get up out of here. But RJ is taking advantage of his ability to earn, and he can always go back and get his education. It's a 40-year-old man in the college setting right now. It is a 40-year-old man. He's a 50-year-old man. Hell, Dave from Wendy's. I always use Dave as one of my points of reference. Dave from Wendy's. I think he died about 75, 80 years old. If he died at 80, at 73, he got his GED. I'm not kidding. So it's never too late to go back to school. And guess what? He owned all them damn restaurants too. Well, he get money from all them damn restaurants too. So, hey, Dave didn't even have a high school education, let alone a college education. So the goal is to become financially stable, build a community, support your clan, support your tribe, support your village. Point and go. That's how it's gonna go. Shout out to my parents for instilling me with that. Big ups to everybody. Like I said, have a great weekend, everybody. Got to drop off. Hey, man, don't forget to hit that follow on Jelani, man. Awesome show. I think he may be on tonight. I'm not sure. But thank you for joining the Chiffons, Jelani. Big ups to you, man. Hey, low key, we in now. Stop complaining. We can now. That's black. That's great on great crime that you're trying to pull out here, man. Great on great crime is not conducive to a healthy environment. No more great on great crime. We greats now. Give it up. You will see us at the cookouts. You will be passing me the Q sauce. Low key. Now, me and Joe will be there. If you don't like it, sucks to be you. With that being said, man, y'all know it's time for your boy to go right into basketball. Y'all know how the basketball segment starts. It starts like this.
Keep it simple. Every possession. Been here before. Let's go play. Let's go play. Plays the okie doke.
You got to be the more combative team, more combative, more competitive.
Oh, goodness gracious. Big things come in small packages.
Right now, it's a common theme. The ball just getting down the gut, coming back to the middle. We've got to guard the ball, and we
Keep it up. Christian gonna join too, low key. Now we're gonna do this basketball segment now. I'm gonna start off at the bottom. And this is a horrible situation that potentially has come to the former, well, he is a Chicagoan, a Chicago native. Zeke Upshaw, his case was closed today. If you don't know who Zeke Upshaw is, he's a former G League or D League player. He don't know about the West Side. He don't know about the West Side. Oh, yeah, man. W's, baby. We all know about the West Side. Man. Be great. Don't bail us out, man. Don't bail out on us, man. We already, literally, more great on great crime. Look at that. Never thought you would be like that, cuz. Damn, man. We family. We supposed to be brothers. But anyway, Zeke Upshaw, man, he died on the court 3 years ago in a G League game. Young brother collapsed, had a heart attack right in front of his mother. Very close relationship from the south side of Chicago. I got Miss Red in the building. Thank you for joining the Finan Tenale. That's straight Chicago. But his mom just settled a case with the National Basketball Association because she said it wasn't the response time on taking care of her son was horrible. What I don't like, what I do like about this is she wasn't on TV all bubbly-eyed and crying and falling out. She was speaking with exacts, and she wasn't speaking about her son exclusively. She was speaking about the problem. How is it that this is a league run by the National Basketball Association, one of the biggest leagues on earth, and you guys don't have health officials there so they can respond to a heart attack? They just let the man tap out, laying flat on his face, not touching him, not doing anything to assist him, and this young man died. So due to the loss of our young brother Zeke Upshaw, they have upgraded the health facilities and health professionals at basketball games. So big ups to his mom, and it's a horrible situation that this young brother had to die. So that. As y'all know, I always talk about empowering our community, empowering poor people throughout the world, and basically keeping the dollar circulating so we won't have to beg for things as a people. Something happened this week that I'm not sure a lot of people paid attention to. Our young brother Zion Williamson, big ups to Zion, signed a $75 million, taking less money than Adidas, the Asian shoe company, and Under Armour offered him to sign with Jordan Brand. For all intents and purposes, this young brother is solidified his life. He is financially secure for the rest of his life. The reason I think this is awesome is because Zion Williamson, they promoted as signing with Nike. He didn't sign with Nike, people. He signed with Jordan Brand. That's a subsidiary of Nike, but it's just like this. If you know anything about cars, if you buy a Cadillac, if you buy a Camaro, if you buy a Buick, those are General Motors companies, but you are not purchasing a car directly. They are independent entities with ties to General Motors. They give General Motors money for producing their cars, and they're their own self-contained unit. This is what Jordan Brand is. If you guys don't know this, Jordan Brand was almost it is an offshoot company of Nike. They didn't think the Jordan Brand would survive without them. So they said, we'll get your black ass on over there and we'll give you this and go head on. Mike has turned this into a conglomerate, taking over universities like North Carolina and other big time programs and made them Jordan Brand products. The thing is, this is why it's so significant. Zion signed with a brother, so the brother's getting the most money. The brother is getting the pub, Michael Jordan, a black man, is continuing to grow his wealth and setting an example for young people to continue to grow grow the brand and support a brand. I understand that Jordan has a checkered past in regards to our community, and he's a fence straddler in regards to taking big time a stand against or for our community. But at the end of the day, he is a brother, and I got to give it up for Zion for continuing to grow, continue to keep that money in our community, and continue to make himself and Michael Jordan relevant. It is awesome. Now, the next thing on my list is this. This gonna bring me a little joy because I'm not a fan of the man who's getting smacked around. He goes by the name of One Smith from ESPN. Smith is a dude who I don't like because Smith is a bottom feeder, if you ask me. He's a pawn used by the system. And why I say that is this. Some people see Stephen A. as an example to be. Now, what I will give Stephen A. Smith credit as is a hard-working mother sucker. His brother works his ass off. Stephen A. Smith, he has no problem letting you know how he worked his way up from the dirt. But I was about to post something about the smoke and Stephen A. Smith got, and what I am talking about is Stephen A. Smith felt the need to go on Twitter. See, one of the reasons, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like him, then I go on with the story. I don't like Stephen A. Smith because he pretends to stand up for issues in our community, and he really doesn't have a stand on anything. He only stands up when there's no other stand to be taken. Domestic violence. Nobody's for beating up women. There's nobody opposed. There's nobody going around saying, "Hey man, you gotta slap these hoes sometime." That's an inside joke. But ain't nobody going around saying, "Yeah, you gotta slap these women sometime." Not enough minority coaches in big time college sports. Ain't nobody going, "Man, leave their ass where they at. Just let them run." Nobody's saying that. So when you stand up for an issue that is a definite wrong being done, you're not standing up. No one needs help on those issues. Stand up for the real issues. And the reason I'm bringing him up is because he stood up for a BS issue, and a brother named Eton Thomas who stands up for real issues, socially, politically, slapped him around. Stephen A. Smith made a post on Twitter about how ignorant it was to throw water on police, and we need to stop doing that as a community, and yada, 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 and this, that, and the third. Now, Stephen A. Smith, y'all don't know, probably got 2 to 5 Twitter followers. So 2 to 5 million people saw this, and they are affected by this man one way or another. Eton Thomas said, "Yeah, you are 100% right in what you just said. Well, make sure you stand up just as loud and just vociferously." I want to work that in because there's another Jeopardy word. I've been watching Jeopardy all week. But, man, stand up with that same type of fervor when a young man or young woman in our community gets shot or brutalized, or when Eric Gardner got choked out. And Stephen A. Smith had very little to say about that. He cowered and turned around. And this is why I don't like him. Because it's easy to stand up for the police, but it's hard to stand up for the people who look like you, your niece, nephews, cousins, uncles, and brothers. So, Stephen A. Smith, all I need you to do is stay off Twitter, find the nearest chair, and
Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Now, with that being said, big ups to Eton Thomas. We got mad love for him for always standing up for people who don't, standing up for the voice. With that being said, no disrespect to nobody in LA that wear red, white, and blue. This is why y'all refer to me. And in the football section, I will get to that, Mo, when I do the football. This is why people call me a LeBron James apologist. And if you want to participate in the show, the number 7